when you are buying a home in the Twin Cities, you've got to make a big decision. You got to decide, am I a city person or am I a suburban person?
That's an important question
It
to ask
really
yourself.
is. How
Be
much
honest.
time do I want to spend in the car?
Here to show us what you can get for your money in the city and the suburbs, plus a mansion that you have just got to see to believe. From DeRoche Realty Group and Coldwell Banker Burnett, we welcome back Julie and Daniel DeRoche.
Hi, you guys.
Hello.
Oh, it's nice to have you. Steve was just saying the for sale signs are popping all over the neighborhood. This is like the kickoff to the real deal of the season, right, Julie?
Yep.
Things are going.
Yeah, and you're going to see them going up and then I think quickly coming down because we're selling them right away.
Oh, two doors down, sold in one weekend. It was like suddenly, boom, sold sign goes up.
Isn't that incredible?
Okay, so let's figure out what money can buy in different parts of the metro area. Let's begin in the $300,000 range here, Julie. And let's start in Minneapolis. You found a property that's at $385,000.
Yep, so this is a listing that we have coming on the market. It's a block from the creek, so over in the Hale neighborhood.
Oh, yes.
Super, super cute house. The really great thing about this one is that it's a nice master suite upstairs, and it's a remodeled master suite. So a lot of the houses in Minneapolis, you don't get that master suite, but this one has a nice master suite upstairs.
This little house looks quite familiar. It's like a little carbon copy of mine, but this is 2,200 square feet, 2,279.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
It's a good size, has a finished basement, so there's a family room down there, a half bath, so.
Oddly enough, people who live in the suburbs right now saw that exterior picture and thought someone's going to pay $385,000 for that small of a house. Let's go on the flip side here. Take me to Lakeville. You found a property for $360,000, which is 5-bed, 4-bath, and over 3,000 square feet.
Yes, so totally different on size.
There we go.
Holy
That's what
Hannah.
300 gets you.
Oh, the lap of luxury. 360.
Now,
oh my gosh,
does this come
Julie.
with a live-in Mr. Belvedere? or
What's
the deal?
happening with this house?
No, so it's a nice big house, really big open 12-foot vaulted ceilings. Has a really great deck off the back, so this really cool expansive deck that backs up to a wooded area.
Man.
Close to Lake Marion, if anyone's familiar with Lakeville, so close to some parks and really close to 35, so great access to get into the city if you want to be to the city kind of
Come
quickly.
on. How do you feel about those pictures side by side?
Excuse me.
I don't care how close you are to a restaurant. I just want to know, what's the house like? Come on out to the burbs. That's where we do it.
Okay, how about suburb versus suburb, though? Because not all suburbs are created equal. So let's take a look at Plymouth as an example here, Daniel. So what are we finding in Plymouth if we're going up a little bit and we're in the $400,000 range? This one listed just under 5.
Yeah, 499.9. It's built in 2013, almost 3,000 finished square feet. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got, you know, cherry woodwork, all the granite, all the stainless everybody wants, fabulous neighborhood, you know, all the vaults, just, you know, big massive deck, big backyard. It's phenomenal.
Plus an unfinished basement.
Yeah, there's another, God, there's got to be another 1,200 square feet down below, so you'd end up
Man.
real close to 4,000 finished square feet.
Do people
for
see
under.
that as fun potential when you say plus the basement's unfinished, or are you having to like try to positively spin that because people want that finished basement?
It really varies. It's probably 50-50. There's a lot of people that really want to put their own spin on it. You know, some people want the theater, some people want a bar, some people just want a big open space that they can let their kids play. It really varies. So
Okay.
50-50.
Okay, Julie, take us to another part of the burbs. Let's go to Eagan. Here's what $485,000 can get you in Eagan. We are almost at 3,500 square feet here.
Oh, so a little more.
A little?
You can get more for your money
Well,
in Eagan.
well, the basement's finished here.
Okay.
So, yeah, this one is probably not as new, but the seller has updated it. So she's updated all the paint and light fixtures, and the master bath was remodeled. It has a really cool bar downstairs.
Oh gosh, this is why you don't have to
cheers.
live within walking distance of a bar. You walk to your basement and you have a bar.
Yeah.
That's a walkout lower level that walks out to a really cool pool, beautiful pool with concrete deck around it.
Oh my
and
goodness,
wooded
people.
backyard.
The zoning issues that you'd run into in the city of Minneapolis to get a pool in your back, I wouldn't fit. We don't have the
No,
time. We don't
you
have
could
the
have a
time.
wading pond in my backyard and that would be it. Interesting. So Plymouth versus Eagan, are you finding like, is there a lot of different suburb to suburb, or do they seem pretty evened out right now in terms of price?
They seem pretty even. I mean, Eagan, though, is still, I say, more desirable than Plymouth because of the proximity to the airport.
Yeah.
And school district
And
makes
school
a
district.
massive difference in price.
Okay.
All right, put your finger on an up-and-coming neighborhood that maybe some folks don't have on their radar.
Honestly, one of my favorites, if you think about where Southdale Center is, on France, between Crosstown and 35, if you go east of France to York, over to 35, that section in there is actually Richfield.
Okay.
But it sides to Minneapolis, it sides to Edina. The drive to downtown is awesome. Honestly, we actually have a few people that have already bought in there recently. I think that neighborhood is just going to skyrocket over the
So
years.
that's a good investment. That's because I mean,
Absolutely.
people were talking about St. Louis Park so much as being the place where you could buy these little houses and then maybe build on or build up or something like that. This
But it's getting crazy already.
yeah,
in there.
it's expensive over there now.
Yeah. Teardowns in St. Louis Park, depending on the neighborhood, depending on the street, are 300 grand. Like to get a good house in those areas, you got to spend 350, 400 grand in St.
Yeah,
Louis Park.
man.
Okay, let's stop talking about money. Let's pretend like it was no issue, that we're all just loaded out of our minds. You guys found a fun house that we can just look at just because it's fun to look at
It
big
is
homes.
fun.
This is in a place called Credit River Township.
Oh, it's a glorious hidden gem
Where
of an
is
area.
this?
It's Prior Lake, right, guys?
Yeah.
Prior Lake, Lakeville.
But it's
Yeah.
its own little place.
Yeah, it's a township, and if you can picture where the Legends Golf Course is, it's literally right across the street from the Legends Golf Course.
Okay.
It is an unbelievable place. It truly is its own retreat. You don't need to leave. It's got a yoga studio. It's got
this
like
place.
11-car garage, 8 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms. The main house is like 9,000 square feet. The
No
guest house are
way.
like 3,000 square feet.
Wow.
Tennis courts, swimming pool. It's truly everything. Like you don't need to leave. You can go there. It's even got like a valet type thing up front. It's got like a little valet house for people. It's fully gated.
out of
It's got, I think, a quarter-mile trail around the property.
This is unbelievable. It's on 10 acres?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, you could probably have goats out there, I
Only
bet.
$2.2 million.
$2.2 million.
You look at a $2.2 million home on 10 acres and you say you could probably have goats there.
I
That
just
was
love
what jumped out at
acreage.
you
Yeah,
right
I think acreage makes me really happy. That is fantastic. Talk about, though, that I mean, selling, when you guys get a listing like this, 2.2 million, I mean, how long do you expect that to be on the market? Because there's a limited buyer for that.
Absolutely. It could take quite a few years to sell a home like that, but they're taking a massive, massive hit on that house. Like the 2.2 million, honestly, if Julie would let me live in the suburbs, I'd buy that house in a heartbeat. It is a phenomenal deal at that. So
Yeah, our
when that
sellers
buyer
probably have $5 million
or
over the
more.
house. So
If you-
it is a great value if that's what you're looking for.
If you've got that
Yeah.
kind of budget.
if there's a buyer that comes out there looking, there's no better value out there.
Let's all pool our money.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
kidding.
Daniel and Julie, thanks so much, you guys.
If
So
you'd-
fun.
If you'd like more information on these properties, along with a link to DeRoche Realty Group with Coldwell Banker Burnett, go to TwinCitiesLive.com, click on Fun. They would love to talk with you if you're interested in buying, selling, or even building a home. Big thanks to DeRoche Realty Group for sponsoring our show.
All right.